Worry, worry, worry. How many people do you know that are worried about running out of money in retirement? Are they always blaming somebody else? Are they frustrated with what the market's not doing or what it is doing? Is it always somebody else's fault? The Republicans, the Democrats, the news? Are you tired of listening to people worry and whine about things that are completely out of their control? Well, today I want to talk to you about a way that you can avoid that situation and you can worry free or have a worry free retirement. And that's called securing guaranteed lifetime income streams. All right. So, first and foremost, what is a guaranteed lifetime income? It could be things like a pension from your job, not that common anymore. Maybe it's maximizing your Social Security benefits. Maybe it's utilizing an annuity of some sort, either by annuitization or having some sort of lifetime benefits. Or maybe it's just simply setting up rental income to create that guaranteed income source for you. So there's lots of different ways that you can secure it. Let's talk about why you would want it. All right, let's go into just some general thought patterns here. The first one is that the happiest people in the world are going to be those that know month after month, week after week, year after year, they're going to have some sort of a paycheck that's coming to them. They're never going to run out of money. They might not have the most money in the world, but at least they know they're never going to run out of dollars. And I always use the example in the great state of Iowa here. Think of all of our teachers. They have the IPERS program. Basically, they are forced to put a little bit of their money away each and every month throughout all their working years. In return, they receive a guaranteed lifetime income stream that allows their family to plan and budget around that income. You see, because on the flip side of that are the most unhappy people in the world. And those are the ones that are constantly worried about prices, whether it be the price of the stock market, whether it be the price of farm commodities, whether it be how much are my business worth or my rental properties worth, et cetera, et cetera. They're constantly worried, and they're always watching Fox News or CNBC or whatever it is to try to find out what is the price of my stuff today. And that leads them to so much more worry. So I suggest let's just take that off the table and go out and secure an annual income stream that we know we can't outlive and give ourselves the comfort, the clarity, the confidence to walk into retirement without having to put all that worry on ourselves. All right. Now, I always say you're not going to put all your assets into these types of products. You wouldn't want to put all your assets into these types of products because they do come with restrictions and so forth. But I want to talk about a simple process that we walk through with a lot of our clients. And if you've listened to any of our other videos, you'll have a good idea of what I'm going to talk about here. But step one is we have to figure out how much do we need. All right. And how we've done that is we've gone through and we've looked through all of our fixed expenses, and we've determined that we need a set amount of dollars to cover all of our fixed expenses. We add up all of our Social Security. Again, we go into those pensions or those rental incomes if we're fortunate enough to have some of those things, and we find the gap. All right. What is our income gap that we need to generate on our own accord? And once we have that number, the process is very simple. And I'm going to walk you through just a simple example of that to help give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. So let's talk about John and Jane Doe to wrap this video up. John and Jane Doe, good couple. They've got about $750,000 of investable assets to their name, mostly in 401ks and IRA plans, and they've got about $50,000 in their savings account. They come to us and they say, we've done our homework, Greg. We've got $30,000 in annual guaranteed income between our Social Security and a very small pension that Jane had when she used to work for the school district. So we need to replace $10,000 because our fixed expenses are around $40,000 a year. What can we do? So we go to the drawing board and we say, okay, we need to come up with $10,000 after taxes for John and Jane Doe to know that they've got all their fixed expenses covered for the remainder of their lives. And I'm not going to go into inflation and I'm not going to go into all those details. I want you to get the simple concept here. So what happens is out of that $750,000 portfolio, we're going to slide $300,000 out of the stock market and we're going to put it into a vehicle that's going to pay out roughly 5% a year for the remainder of both of their lives. And again, I'm not going to get into what product that is. There's lots of different ways you can get this done, but just think of it as the process of sliding that $300,000 out, and that that will generate about 5% a year or $15,000 of before tax income. We pay the income tax on the $15,000, should leave us roughly $10,000 a year. We add that on to the $30,000 that we got from our Social Security benefits and our small pension, and voila, we have $40,000 a year of guaranteed lifetime income that will cover all of John and Jane's fixed expenses and still allow them to have $400,000 tied to the stock market, potentially invested a little more aggressively than they normally would, that they can use for travel, for spoiling their kids and their grandkids, and any other things they choose to do with it, plus the $50,000 in the savings account that'll be there for emergencies. So there you have it, folks. A simple, foolproof strategy to get your fixed expenses covered, take the worry away in your retirement years, and have the confidence and clarity you need to retire comfortably. Again, I'm Greg. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to check out the rest of our videos, and we'll be seeing you soon.